What's up, G&M crew? Welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to be sharing with you guys things that you should know before moving in with your significant other. Mitch and I have been living together for about 2.5, 3 years. We've been living in Texas for a year, and before that, if you guys are new to this channel, we moved here from Minnesota. So we lived with his parents in Minnesota, and then we moved to Texas about a year ago.
Yep.
And we've been living together ever since.
And so what do we got? Like about 10 things?
I think we got about 10 things that we want to share that we've noticed about living with each other. So I'll go first.
Yep.
And the first thing that really sticks out to me about living together, especially like in our own apartment, is that we had to kind of decide who's gonna do what chores, because that can definitely cause some conflict and arguments. But I think we got that down pat. Like Mitch does his own laundry, I do my own laundry. Because we used to have some mishaps in the past where some of our pieces of clothing would get messed up. So we just decided we're gonna do our own laundry. I pretty much like do the kitchen, and Mitch just picks up everywhere else, like the bathroom. Yeah. I'll do stuff like mopping and stuff, but I think we got that down. Yeah. Pretty well.
Yeah, and that leads into one of my first ones too, is that, you know, you gotta get used to cleaning up something of your significant other. So that's number 2 right there. Just get used to it. You're gonna have to split some duties, and you're gonna clean other people's messes, and you can, you know, take it as either a hassle and a problem, or you can take it as, well, this is what I'm gonna do for you because I love you.
Because I love you.
Yeah. So I cook breakfast, right, and I'll cook lunch, and she'll sometimes do the dishes from those in the middle of the day. She'll do dinner, and then I'll do the dishes from those. So it's like, you know, you're taking, because I don't know how to cook dinner. So,
yeah, it's like give and take. It's a trade-off.
Exactly.
Like we both have our strong suits and things we know how to do, and the other person fills in what the other person needs to work on or just like lacks. Okay, your turn.
No, that was my number 2.
Oh yeah, you already went. So another thing is that you should know you and your partner are gonna be on 2 completely different schedules with work, with personal life. So Mitch and I agree that it's super important that we take time out of our day to spend together, like quality time, which is one of my love languages, quality time. Like I need that to know that he still loves me. So at the end of the day, we always do dinner and our Netflix show, and that's like our like I know that's gonna happen every single day. So
that's on the schedule. Every day. We have a list of tasks that we do every single day, and dinner and show is always on the bottom of that list because we always do it. So that kind of leads into the next one that I have, and that is, don't be mad when the person, your significant other, wants to have personal time to themselves, alone from you, because privacy dwindles away when you move in with someone, and personal space is just a natural thing to do.
Especially when you live in an apartment like we do, and it's a smaller apartment, it's only 1 bedroom. So I mean, there's only so many places we can go to have personal time or just to like relax without each other. And like Mitch said, it's not like offensive or like a personal thing. It's just like I feel like everybody needs their personal time to do like self-care or just do whatever you want without having to worry about someone else as well.
Just even think by yourself.
Yeah, I agree. So my thing is, you will want to have your personal space. For example, Mitch has literally like a designated part of the apartment that is his office because he works from home. So like this is his space. I like don't come back here for anything unless I'm like talking to him. And mine is pretty much our bedroom. I mean, that's the only other place. Also, I just like spending time in our bedroom anyway.
So the next one is, you can literally become addicted to sleeping next to your significant other while still like just absolutely hating the way they sleep. Right? Like, so like I love like cuddling up to her and like, you know, like hugging her and stuff, but like it's like clockwork. Every time I get into bed, her legs are just like spread out on the bed, and I'm like
I know.
in, you know?
I'm always on your side of the bed, and when he gets up in the morning, like I right away just like sprawl out. Like I'm so happy I get the entire bed to myself. But I get what you mean, because sometimes you'll be all the way on my side of the bed at night, and I'll like in the middle of the night I'll wake up, I'll be like, can you scoot over? Like I'm about to fall off the bed. But it's super funny. I am like so used to sleeping next to you. Like we barely ever sleep apart.
And like before, it's like you're going from a bed alone, you can just like move from side to side, sit cross diagonal and stuff, and now you have to sit in like, you know,
your
one spot.
designated half of the bed.
Yeah, or cuddle.
Yep, or cuddle. So my next thing is the absolute inevitable. You guys will get annoyed of each other at some points, and it's just a normal occurrence. I mean, you're spending all of your time and you're sharing all of your space with another person, and I just believe that there's bound to be some annoyance, some arguments. Mitch and I argue, we're not perfect, it's totally normal, and yeah.
And it's always her fault. No, I'm just kidding.
Shut up. No, I can get sassy, but.
No, yeah. People are human and they mess up, and we can act nasty, and it's really just about, you know, coming together after that. How you deal with those instances. Not about those instances happening, but how you like come back from them and stuff.
Yes, I agree. And I just have to, I'm gonna share the story from last night. This is just us being real.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so last night, it was like maybe 1 a.m. And like Mitch and I had this whole night routine where we like clean up and just basically shut down the place. And I got up and I got really stressed out and anxious about just washing a couple of pans in the sink, you guys. And I forget what I said. Oh yeah,
I was like making a joke, and I was like singing a song. I think it was Amazing by Chris Brown.
I don't even remember.
Yeah, and like there's like this funny TikTok of this dude like dancing crazy. And so I sing it all the time. I get that dude in my head, and and like I don't listen to that music. That's her music, right? And I'm like singing all of her songs, and so I'm singing this song, and I'm like, I'm singing all your songs, babe. And she just went, I just need some silence right now. And I'm like, oh my God. So I just like shut up. And
I was not expecting at all, but like I was so anxious. I was just like, I just need like, I basically wanted him to just shut up. I was just like trying to say it the nicest way possible. Like, I just need some silence right now.
No, I got the hint. Yeah, and I got the hint. And so I just like stayed quiet. And then she wasn't done, and she was like, you know, you could help me or something. And, like, guys, it wasn't a lot of dishes. It was a couple dishes, right?
It was like 2 pans.
Yeah. And so it's like, I'm not gonna help you do 2 pans. You can do it. And so I didn't say that though. I just stayed silent. I let like the silence like just kind of echo what was happening.
You could literally cut the silence with a knife. And I was giving you the death glare while you're sitting over here. I was like, he's not even gonna help me. Like.
And I stayed silent. I stayed silent. I just let her deal with that. Like sometimes silence is a good thing when someone just kind of blowing. Cause like
it allows you to think and reflect on what you just did. Yeah. So I was sitting there like, oh
without
God,
moving.
That was so mean.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly the thing. Yeah. Without like moving on from what was just said. That's the last thing that was said. So like, there's no way to avoid just thinking about it. Yeah. So I was just like, this ain't right, so I just stay quiet.
Right. Yeah, but after that, like after the silence, Mitch got up and like cleaned up the living room and stuff, what he normally does. Yeah. And then he just went to take a shower, and I wrote it on a Post-it note and put it on the door, so when he came out of the shower, he would see. I said, I love you, I'm sorry.
It said, I love you, and I appreciate you, and I'm sorry.
Yeah, I felt so bad.
And just so like it's not, you don't think it's one-sided, I'm being whatever. One time we were driving, right, I missed my exit. And it added on maybe 2-3 minutes to where we were going.
Yep.
I freaking blew up.
Oh my God.
I like, you know, I just like, not like in like a, like I was like ranting and stuff, but like I was just like silent. You could like literally see steam coming out of my face. Like I was just so mad. And I just didn't, you know, I didn't say anything and stuff, and I just started getting mad at her. And almost instantly I was just like, I'm sorry, babe. Like, I'm just pissed. Like, I'm sorry. That is my fault. You did nothing wrong. I'm sorry. Like, I'm just mad. And I don't mean to take that out on you. And so, like, people mess up, especially when you're just with someone every day. We were not always that quick to realize our mistakes. That is, like, several times of, like, blowing up beyond all belief. Coming back together because we remember like that we love each other. Yep. And then like that, those are like several, and like the waves keep getting a little bit smaller as we keep working on it. So I think that's and that's what you gotta go through if you want to spend your life with someone. Yeah, exactly. And we're not married, but like we plan to be. So subscribe if you want to follow that. So number 8, and this kind of goes off all that stuff too. All right, but it kind of sums it up. Be ready, be prepared to learn about your partner. As much as you think you know them, right? You're going to learn more about them, how they live, where they live in the house, and like how they move around and stuff.
Yeah, and literally everything.
Everything about them, you're gonna learn, and there's no way to hide it. So be prepared, because if you're not, you're going to get some unexpected twists. You know what I mean? And it's exactly, you're becoming vulnerable. As fun as it is and stuff like that, it gets real. It is real, you know. So, and it's fun though too.
It's fun. You know, the fun part is that since you're spending so much time together, even if you don't live together, you kind of become that person. Like you literally become one person. Like you start picking up all their little antics and literally everything. Like when I do something that Mitch would normally do, I'm like, oh my god, like I'm becoming you. This is crazy. Like it's scary.
And I'll talk like her like baby voice, and I'll be like, I literally do this better than you.
So the 9th thing that I wrote is how you're going to pay for your expenses, your bills, the groceries, all that stuff. Like he mostly pays for that stuff, and I do most of the saving, just because those are our strong suits. Like I'm good at saving my money, and Mitch is just good at math and doing all that stuff. Like I don't even want to think about having to go somewhere to pay a bill.
Well, and I make the majority of our income, so it works like that. So that's the way that goes. But yeah, it's good to just get understanding of who's gonna pay for what before you go into a place, so that you're not like that couple and we can be this couple sometimes, honestly. We work on it, like, to try not to be. Like, sometimes we'll go like, all right, who's paying for this, like, out in the car? And it's good to do that so that you're not that couple at the register, just like, no, you let me get it.
Yo, but sometimes you do that. Like, when I'm gonna pay for something, he's like, no, I got it.
Yeah, because we didn't talk about it beforehand, and I went in there like, I'm paying for this.
Like, there's certain times he won't let me pay it. Like, we will... Like if it's at the self-checkout, we will literally sit there and like push each other to get I even admit that like it's my bad. I can't get over it. That's like how I grew up with it. Like the dude pays for everything. That's just how it was. And I admit that that's probably faulty on my end. Like just like thinking about that and wiring it, but I just can't break it right now. I feel the stares from everyone. It's just like, nope. You know what I think back to when we talk about this?
What?
Is our like date series. Oh my god. Yeah. Those are like some of my favorite story times on this channel. We talked about our first, second, and third date. And the first date, I paid for it. It was our first date, and Mitch didn't even think it was a date. So I paid for it because I got to the register first. And
that's what made me think it wasn't a date.
Yeah, I just pulled my wallet out quicker. I didn't want to sit there and be like that girl that's expecting him to pay, like waiting for him to take out his wallet.
No. I didn't even get a chance, you guys. Like, I didn't even get a chance. I looked over, I'm like, oh god, she's paying. And it just confirmed my fear that like, no, this isn't a date. She just wants to chat about something.
I'm just interviewing you because I'm a journalist.
Go watch the video.
Yeah, just go watch the video. We digress yet again.
All right, so number 10. Unless Destiny actually saw this last one, she has no idea what
I didn't. He wouldn't tell me.
Okay. And this is one of my favorite things about moving in with someone. It's being able to see the smile of your significant other from the moment they wake up, from the time they go to bed. It absolutely is one of the greatest blessings that you will cherish in your life. It is so awesome to see this beautiful woman who I love so much every day of my life. And see that smile right there.
Why are you putting me on the spot, lovey?
And so if anything that we said sounds bad, well, you know, if you love your significant other, that it's all worth it.
Yeah, it is.
All worth it.
I love you.
I love you.
I always say my favorite part of the day is going to bed and waking up with you.
Yep.
It really is just like the most secure, best feeling. Okay, we should end this before I start crying.
Mine's waking up, because I love seeing her. I get up before her.
Yeah.
And I just like kind of seeing her when I wake up.
And he stares at me though.
No, maybe just like kissing her on the forehead when I wake up or something, bringing her coffee. I'm gonna freak you up. Bringing her coffee, making her breakfast. Like, I just like doing all that stuff. Well, before we start crying and hugging each other right on camera, we're going to end this video. We hope you liked it, guys. Be sure to like and comment down below if you want any clarifications, if you want to add something that you think we forgot. Be sure to include it. And then subscribe if you haven't already. We do vlogs, and so if you want to catch up on our relationship and things we do together, you can check that out as well.
Thanks for watching, guys, and we will see y'all in our next video.
Peace out, guys.
Bye.